All right, welcome to Miss Murphy's Biology class Google site. We are currently on the home page of the Google site, and it just gives you a little information on how we're going to use this website throughout biology class this year. And it also has links to the information that you can find at the top. It has a link to the tech blog, which I will go over that in a moment. And then it also has an option to email me. So all you have to do is just click Contact Miss Murphy, and you'll be able to email me with any of your questions. Right, so let's go ahead and get started with the tour, and we're going to first click on the biography page. And this just gives you a little background information on myself, what I like to do in my spare time, what I've done in the last 8 years of my teaching career, and things like that. The next page that we're going to go over is the resources page, and this includes resources for both teachers and students. And it's just going to be a running list of resources on a Google Doc for all the different areas of science that you're going to come across throughout your high school career. And then, obviously you'll have access to this for your advanced science classes as well. So you'll be able to use some of these websites and tutorials and things like that in order to help prepare you better for your classes. Right, the next thing that we're going to look at is biology in the news, which is going to be a project that we're going to do every week, to where you find a new biology article and you give a little detail, you give some details about it and what type of science was used and things like that. I have some examples of articles posted already. And then I also have the National Science Foundation website, which brings you to their news page, which has a list of articles that you can choose from. You can search by topic and things like that. So you can complete your articles weekly. Right, the next thing we're going to go over are the tech projects, and I've done 3 so far. We have a digital story, we have PLEs and PLNs, and we have the mobile app that we're going to be using in class. So let's go ahead and get started with looking at the digital stories. So the digital story is just a YouTube video that I created. This particular one is about DNA and protein synthesis. So it'll go through the structure of DNA and how it's ultimately going to be converted into proteins and how those proteins determines our traits. And every time that we have a new topic of that we're going to go over in class, I'm going to have a new digital story, and you'll have access to these all year. So you'll be able to continuously review past things that we've done, because we move kind of fast. So it'd be good to have this. All right, the next is the PLE and PLN. PLE stands for Professional Learning Network, and PLE stands for Professional Learning Environment, and PLN stands for Personal Learning Network. So the PLE is just going to be all of the resources that you'll be able to use to guide your learning. It could be websites, it could be interactive games, anything like that helps you learn the content and master it. And then your personal learning network is going to be everything that you use as far as PLEs are concerned, and in addition to your teacher and others that are in the community that will help. And so I have a Google Doc that has all the different types of PLEs that you can have. You can have blogs, curation tools, and microblogs. It just gives you a brief overview of those and some examples. And the reflections are how I plan on using these in class. So if you want to strengthen your PLE or your PLEs or your PLN, then you'll be able to come here and access that information and create your own PLN to make you more successful in biology and your other classes as well. Right, and then the last one is the mobile app, and this is just a Google slide presentation about EduCreations, which is an app that we're going to use quite frequently in class. And basically, it just allows me to make a screencast of like a digital interactive whiteboard that I can put images on and mark up and show you. It's like Punnett squares and stuff, like how to set up a Punnett square and how to complete one and everything like that. So if you happen to be absent for a class and I have one of these up, you'll be able to look to see what we did in class that day. And then the last thing I want to show you is, on the Google site, is the certification for Apple teachers. So I have a list of my badges that I earned for iPad, and I also have my certificate. And then the screencast of the site is just going to be what I'm recording right now. So if you ever need to know like where you need to find different information, you'll be able to click on that. And then the last thing I want to go over is this tech blog, and we're going to use this quite frequently in class this coming up year. I'm going to have 2 blog posts right now. I have welcome to my blog, which is just what we're going to be using it for. And then we have how to use wikis in the biology classroom, which is another technology that we're going to use, especially for creating a platform to collaborate for our projects that we're going to be doing together. And then I'll also have some technology for teachers. So if you happen to see, anything that sticks out and you want me to try it in class, I'll be more than happy to. I have some information from the Biology Corner, which it updates quite frequently. So you may be able, there might be something that you need to look at in order to review for class. So like, for example, if we were on osmosis and diffusion, then you'd be able to click on that, and that'd be an additional resource that you could use. And then I have articles from Education Week, and so you may be able to find a biology article in here as well. And then I also have my Wikipedia, which if you ever need to look up anything, you just put it in there and click search. But that is my tech blog. And going back to our Google site, again, here's my contact information. So if you ever have any questions, just let me know. But I hope you enjoyed the Google site tour and the tech blog tour. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Thank you.